Hey everybody, this is Jill for today. We're making oatmeal bars today. Oh yes, we are. They're delicious. They're vegan, but they're delicious, right? So come on down and I'm going to show you what we're doing here. First of all, I have an 8x8 bake pan that I've greased the sides and the bottom, but I've also put in a parchment paper so that when these are done, I can just pull them out. If you didn't have parchment paper, just grease it really well or spray it with a spray and you'll be good to go. So I'm going to set that aside right now, and I'm going to bring in the dry ingredients to this. I have some unbleached flour in here. All-purpose flour works just great. I have cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, some baking soda, and some salt. And that's going to go in right now. And I'm going to mix this up. I just love this kind of recipe. It's easy and quick to put together, and most times we have everything we need in our cabinet. So I'm now going to set this aside, and I'm going to bring in the wet ingredients. And of course, here's one of my most favorite ingredients in the whole world is peanut butter. So I have some vegan margarine. This is the Earth Balance sticks, which I think are really the only way to go when you're baking. Then I have some peanut butter here. If you don't like peanut butter, you can sub out that peanut butter for a more margarine. And I've got my mixer here, and I'm going to beat this up till it's nice and fluffy. Okay, that's nice. And now I'm going to add some brown sugar and some white sugar. And about a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Whew. Yeah, I love my vanilla. And then what I have here is a flaxseed egg. And what I did was put some ground flaxseed in some water and let it sit, about 5 minutes. And it starts to get a little gloppy. And that is our egg substitute. And it works just great. And I'm going to now combine all of this. Alrighty, there we are. I'm going to unplug this so I don't hurt myself. And then disconnect these, give this a little tap here. Now I'm going to bring back in those dry ingredients. And I'm going to put these in with it. And with a spoon, I'm going to give these together. You know, as I was mixing this up, I said, this is just too darn dry. I still have oats and nuts and all that to add in here. So I added about 2 tablespoons of oat milk to it because it was pretty dry and it would never have taken in those oats. So I now am going to add those oats. Here's some rolled oats. And I've got some chopped walnuts and some dried cranberries. And you know, if you don't like cranberries, you could use raisins. If you don't like nuts, you could leave the nuts out. At this point, if you wanted half raisins, half nuts, and whatever, you are welcome to make those changes so it's more to your liking. So I'm now going to finish getting this all mixed up so I have a nice dough batter, and once I have this done, I'll bring it back in. Yeah, I've got this all mixed up, and see, it really almost does look like a cookie dough, and that's what I wanted. When I saw where I was going with that before the milk, it was just not going to happen. So this is heavy, but I'm going to get it in there. And it's nicely mixed in. See how nice all those wonderful little treats are all mixed in there. And I think what I'm going to first start off with, trying to get this smoothed out, is this spatula. And I think what I'm going to have to end up using is a wet hand. But I want to get it really packed in there. I've made granola bars before that are like this, that you have to really, really pack it in there. So I'm going to work on this. I think it's going to be just fine here with the spatula though. And once we are ready to put this in the oven, we'll be back. Yeah, I have got this packed in here very nicely, and as a matter of fact, up until just this last little tapping in, because I wanted to feel it to make sure it was in there, you know, nice and tight, I was able to use just the spatula. So that is what it is supposed to look like. And I think that it is going to be delicious. It's going to go into the oven now at 350 degrees, preheated of course. That rack is going to be in the center of your oven, and we're going to cook it for 25 minutes. And you know, you can't really do a toothpick test so much on this, but what you want to see is some nice golden brown around the edges, and when you touch the center of it, it feels, you know, firm. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the oven, and we'll be back when it's ready to take a look at. We're back. These took 25 minutes in my oven. Now everybody's oven, you know, a little different, but mine took 25 minutes. So bring it on down here, director. Here they are. I let them cool. Now before I let them cool, I took a measuring cup, a metal measure, and I pressed. And I have found that with granola bars or anything like this I make, really compact it so when you cut it, it's not just gonna fall apart. And I haven't done a darn thing to this, but I'm gonna lift this up. I don't know whether I'm gonna have to, you know, here we go. That's it. Boom, just like that. Oh, he's gonna take the paper, okay. And I'm gonna take that paper away. Oh, look at that, isn't that nice? Okay, so now we're gonna take a cut of this, and then we're gonna take a taste of it, so. Oh yeah, see, according to what has happened so far, they're not like crumbling apart, right? I'm gonna open this up here. Oh, I can smell all that stuff in there. See there? Okay. So I'm gonna cut a couple of these, and I'm gonna have the director come over, and we're gonna take a taste of this. I've been waiting all day to try these. Bake them, and then you gotta let them cool. That's the problem. You gotta wait for these darn things to cool. All right. Oh, you're gonna. Oh yeah. You take the big piece.
Big piece, and also an end piece.
I'm gonna bring these up. I don't know.
Ooh, they smell good.
I know they do smell wonderful. You know what I smell in there? Peanut butter, and I only put 3 tablespoons of peanut butter in there. Oh man, moist, chewy.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. All we're doing is eating. They must be good.
I could do that all night.
They're really, really good.
And I think I will.
They are really, really, really good.
Oh yeah. They'd be good with raisins, chocolate chips. Get out of town.
Stop it.
Shut the front door, huh? No, those are delicious.
They're just so delicious.
Nutty.
Yeah.
And you could really use any kind of nut.
The walnuts in there are fab, though, aren't they?
And
I gotta take one more
cranberries.
bite. Oh, cranberries are so good. Raisins, though, really would be so good. Raisins, yeah. No nuts.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Wow.
Okay, enough of this.
Could I have one more, like that one?
They're really good. I hope you'll try this because it's
Yeah,
really a killer good recipe. All right,
You'll be hooked if you do.
you will indeed. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like this recipe and you like the video, give me a thumbs up and maybe tell somebody about it. Anything else? I don't know.
Stay safe.
Down below, there's a video description and the ingredients and the recipe. So check that out. And that is going to be it. All right, everybody.
Bon appetit.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.